This is WhyBeAre with Yesterday. This is a very story-based adventure game type of thing, so in order to not spoil anything, we're going to start a new game and just show off maybe a half hour or so. It's dedicated to the people in the street trying to improve their situation. Like Les Enfants de Don Quiche in France. By the... Well, I'll just let this go. So, if you're like me, after you saw that, you're just wondering what the fuck? Yeah. I'm kinda still wondering that. I haven't got that far in the game, but I'm still wondering the same thing. What the fuck was that? Why for WhyBeAre? I don't fuck around, I get my name in the video games. So this is 1 year earlier.
Another homeless person burned to death. It's the 6th one this year.
And the killer?
Nothing, Henry. The victims are faceless and nameless, and no one cares. Not the media, the police, or politicians.
Some people do care. I care.
There's almost nothing we can do from here. Go talk to them, get their names, count them, offer them our help and resources. Convince them they can have a better life. Take a look at this list. In all these places, there are homeless people we still haven't contacted. We have to continue our work, despite the danger.
I'll do my best. I'll start with the first one, and...
Cadway Station? Forget that one.
Wait for me here.
Want me to go with you?
I'd rather you stayed and watched the van.
It's too dangerous. It's on the list because... how should I know? No one has gone there since the hall collapsed. And frankly, I doubt there's anyone still living in that hellhole. Do me a favor. Stay out of trouble, okay?
The end is near. Have a nice day. Alright, so as I said, this is an adventure game, which means, well, it doesn't always mean this, but it's point and click. Let me just go through these buttons. This first one, it shows you all the places you can click, so those are all the ones. You kind of have to click it multiple times to really catch them all, but that's that. You got this, which is a hint. And then you got this, which is like a save thing kind of thing. It's weird. I'm not quite sure what it is. It goes over the cutscenes again, though, if you miss them accidentally. You got this, which minimizes the interface bar. See, like that. I'll keep it on personally. And you got volume. First thing is, as you see, you can click this, so you see all the spots you can go. You see this, look at that. Plank. Proof someone's living here. So you go inside, let's see what's over here, right? So it's a mannequin, so somebody just put a mannequin there who's crying. Who knows why? Yeah, there's some stuff you can pick up around here. You got like empty can, and your guy's thirsty, so why didn't he drink before he came in? Stupid. Now I'm thirsty. Shit. I don't think things through as much as he does, so I'm gonna pick up all the crap around here. It's just those two. You can look at him, you can't pick him up though, he's too heavy. So you can look, so you could go here, there's something behind you. You can't see it, so now you can grab it. And this door moved, so you can click that. It's closed. Rubble behind it, so you can't go through it. So you'll move on, you know, see what's over here. Over here we got you can just hit grab and you pick up a battery operated figure. Alright. A video game that came and went and nobody remembers. I don't know what game that is, so it's truthful. And we pick up whatever's in here. And we can go over here as well and can't get the coin out. You can look at the sign. See, you can't do anything with it, so we'll go back and see what else there was, you know? Just go, go, go. I'm not patient sometimes. Alright, so if you look over here, see it says there's a suitcase, but you can't grab it. So let's try using rope on it. Even though that doesn't really make sense, you can use the rope. And if you use the stick, boom, the suitcase comes free. And the suitcase just ends up in your pocket instantly. So you open it up and you get some tools. Interesting enough. So, let's see. What else was over here? Alright, so we got this. Blocking the door. Can't move the rubble though. Okay, can't use it. Oh, but you can go up here. That's right. I remember now. You can go up here and you see a lock. Yeah, that's a lock. And if you've seen that viral-ish video where they open a lock with a soda can, what do you know? It actually uses that in a video game. Yeah, I'm not even joking. That's something that you wouldn't expect. But it opens it up, and here you are. Mannequins everywhere.
A heretic has profaned sacred ground, Choke. What should we do with him?
Have ourselves some fun.
Brothers and sisters! Brothers and sisters! Silence! I've asked you to come to the Hall of Eternity because the peace of our community has been disturbed. Show yourself, heretic. Who are you?
Got the choice.
I don't have to answer that.
No? Fine, I'll answer it for you. Did you think for 1 minute we wouldn't look in your pockets, Henry White? So, Henry White, let's talk about you. What does your family do?
So your father is a president in White Enterprises, but you're not sure if you want to tell him.
Answer, I'll shoot, heretic.
So you can lie.
All the better. That way, there's no one to cry over your disappearance. What do you say? But let's not prejudge him, brothers and sisters. Let's let him defend himself. Why have you profaned our temple, heretic?
And you could say to help or join the community. For real, you're a help, so let's not
You
lie.
can see that I work for the children of Don Quixote. It's a foundation that helps homeless people by offering them shelter, food, resources, and even identification papers.
Is that so? What do you think, brothers and sisters? Henry White, I've been alive for over 80 years. I can see through your lies. You work for a foundation that works to deprive us of our rights. Look at us. Do we look like we need shelter, food, resources? In what way is all that going to help us, heretic? In nothing! In nothing!
shoot now, Choke?
Should I tell Boris to shoot Henry White? Or do you think you can come up with a reason why your existence should continue?
So you can say any reason you want.
My death would weigh on your consciences.
You're wrong, heretic. Nothing gives greater moral satisfaction than liberating humanity of a tainted soul.
You can say all of these, actually, I think, but
I
this is the
don't
only
want
one
to
that does
seem conceited,
anything.
But according to IQ tests, my intelligence is above average.
So, you're intelligent. I never would have guessed. Prove it. Have you ever played chess?
I'm not bad. I'm champion in my university.
White has a chance at checkmate in one move. What is it?
So you could think these through, but you really don't have to. Like if you hit the wrong one, it tells you why it wouldn't work. So you just
This
say,
move
oh,
is famous. The Evergreen from 1852. Bishop takes the knight at e7 and checkmate.
Well done. But it was your memory that saved you, not your deductive capacity. Let's see now. White makes a single move. That, although it doesn't result in checkmate, leaves black without options.
like I said, you could really think these like, but even if you click the wrong one every time, there's no consequence. You go through all of them and it's like, oh, of
Move
course
the
this
pawn
one.
from g2 to g3. Easy.
Yes, as you said, it was easy. Let's see if you can resolve this one. Despite its desperate situation, White has a chance at checkmate in one move.
And this one, let's see, yeah, same thing. I mean, you really
Why are you making
don't
it
have
so
to think
easy
about
for
it.
me? Move the bishop from d6 to e7 and checkmate.
I don't need to test you any further, Henry White. You are intelligent, there's no doubt. But what is the source of this intelligence? God or the devil? You project kindness, but I perceive something dark in you, heretic. I need to cleanse my soul before deciding your fate. Life or death. The coin of judgment has been tossed, Henry White. Let Boris block the exit and make sure that the heretic doesn't escape or bother you.
He wouldn't dare try, Choke.
As for the rest of you, do me a favor and don't go too far away.
So you can't leave.
Well, keep looking then. Find my Danny and call me when you have him or... Hello? Hello? Fuck!
He's mad about something on the phone, and as you see, you can't leave. So you can go out this door though. You can look at the toys some more. Like, hey, look at these toys. Pick up another one. Whatever. And then let's go ahead and talk to the. Let's look and see if there's any more toys here. No more toys there. Okay. So we'll go ahead and talk to him. So you can bring up a conversation, talk about the
I think I know what
telephone.
that phone call you received earlier was about, and I wanted to say that I'm sorry.
What are you sorry about, eh? There's nothing to be sorry about. They'll find Danny. They'd better. Happy birthday.
So he's a little insane, right? A little
Who's
bit.
Choke?
The reason I'm still alive. How old are you turning today? I would have rotted here if he hadn't come with his energy, his pickpocketing techniques, his drivel, and his will to live.
Do you think Choke is crazy?
A total nutball. He must have been hit on the head or something, because he can't remember anything from when he was young. What a shame. Look, wax from the candles has dripped on the cake. Sometimes he remembers things. Little flashes having to do with the scar on his hand, with the why. Something about some cult. Then he loses it, like now, and thinks he's in the past. Funny old bastard, isn't he?
Do you really think he wants to kill me?
Choke doesn't mess around. For him, this is sacred ground, and you've profaned it. If he decides you should die, you die.
Okay, so that's that.
Let me go. Please. My family is wealthy. They can pay you a handsome reward.
I used to make $3,000 a day. 3,000. And look at me now. Do you think I give a shit about money?
If I made $3,000 a day, I'd be so happy.
Please. My family is wealthy. They can pay you a handsome reward.
I used to.
Oops, clicked the same thing twice.
Are you the person who brought the toys that are on the platform?
Yes. Danny would want toys. Did you know it was his birthday? I'll go pick him up at school. We'll catch the subway at Cadway Station, and I don't want to be late. No overtime today. I'll drop whatever I'm doing and go to meet him. Happy birthday.
What did you do before you lived here?
Me? I set prices for things. Companies used to pay me a fortune for me to tell them if something was expensive or cheap, if it was worth buying or selling at a certain price. I worked a lot. Too much. It wasn't worth it.
Is your name really Boris? You don't have an accent.
I don't want people to remember my real name. I hate names. If Choke calls me Boris, I'm Boris. And many happy returns.
Many happy. So now it's just like, okay, nothing else you can really click on in here, so what do you do? Well, let's look what the hints tell you, right? You'll be breaking a toy. The question is how. So what can break a toy? Well, you got a screwdriver and you got a knife. Those can break toys. So you could, if you're lazy, you just do this. Can't knife that. Can't knife that. Already knifed that. Oh, you could cut the phone. Okay, yeah, you know. Then you got a phone. And you could just say, well, you got the phone, so there's something new, so what can you do with
Call
it?
for you on this phone, Boris.
Hello? Where is Danny? Where? No, I don't read the papers. What happened at Cadway Station? No. It's not him. That child is not my Danny. It's not him. You understand? That is not my son. We'll keep looking, and call me when you find him. Not someone else. Him!
And then you have a phone, a different phone. So what you gonna do with the phone? You can use it on the payphone, obviously, with the tape. Surprisingly, it's still in function. The only one in the world. But the keypad doesn't work. So what are you gonna do without a keypad? Oh, this has keys, so you could plop that on. So it's the first person to place a call without using a keypad by emulating the tones with an organ. But I have no batteries. So let's check the vending machine for batteries. It has a coin stuck, so you could say, you know, although this isn't quite logical, you could be like, let's get the coin out with this. And there you have a coin. However, yeah, it doesn't do anything after all. The machine's empty anyways. So you oh well, at least you got a different coin, right? You can go ahead and you can get some batteries, right? Remember this thing? Look at that, it functions. How's it functioning? Quote unquote battery operated device, obviously with batteries. So you pull the batteries out. Then you put them in the put them in the piano. There you go. So you can go ahead and go over here. Oops, that's not the piano. You can go over here with the piano. And you actually managed to dial somebody like that. Amazingly. I don't know how. Longest ringing phone in the world. 9 vibrations right now. It vibrates 10 times and he picks it up.
I'm watching the van, man. It's just that.
Come, Cooper.
But didn't you want me?
They're crazy and armed, you hear me? Be careful.
Come on, Henry. No way I'm falling for that.
Time's come, heretic, prepare to die.
Alright, so what you got around here? You're not playing as him. You got a few choices of spots, so you can go in here. So why not go in here, right?
Afraid of the dark, Cooper? Why don't you make a torch? Oh, yeah, now I remember, because you don't know how! Look, everybody, at the idiot who can't figure out how to make a torch! But no laughing, because it's pathetic! And he's a scumbag. You're a scumbag, aren't you, Cooper? You're pathetic, and you're a scumbag, right? Huh? Mr. Scumbag!
So obviously, I guess that's not gonna work. So what you got in your pocket? You got a phone, key to the
For
van.
Christ's sakes, Cooper, would you stop blubbering? You're a disgrace to the young pioneers. But you know what? That's over. Oh, now he's wetting his pants like a little old lady. Who'd you learn that from? Your sainted mother?
Alright, so let's see. You got the trash can and a hole. So you go to the hole. You can use the hole. And what that means is you take a piece of the wire. Yeah, it makes not much sense. You can look in here. What you can grab. You can grab a rag. I don't know why you would really do that in real life. So you can go to the car. Grab whatever's there. You can go to this. Look at this billboard. You never heard a lady like that, they say, even though you really can't see them. I don't know, it doesn't make much sense to me. So you can go to the back of the car. It's locked. So this is the key to the van, so you can use it. And apparently this key doesn't work on that lock, so you need this key. I know, it really doesn't make sense, honestly. So you can do that, and you can grab what's in there. And obviously you're going to want to make a torch somehow, so you can say, okay, let's do this. You wrap these together, and then you light them, then you put some gas on it, because why not? Make it more burny, and then use your matches. Do it in the trash can just to be safe, because you worry about safety.
Playing with fire, Cooper? Are you scared of the dark? Do you want me to change your sheets? Or would you rather I peed in your bed to save you the time, scumbag?
And you go to see what your friend is doing. This is really rushing through it, by the way, because I already know, you know, the stuff. That's the part of the big change I'm doing from now on, actually, is that from now on I'm doing, ooh, let's pick up the bar. No more Let's Plays that are blind. No more Let's Plays, period, actually. I'm picking up all the stuff that was left behind. I'm doing no more Let's Plays because they're too long. So you can bash the shit out of the door until it opens up. Walk through it. So you're about to kill the guy in the coat, but then you realize there's nobody really there.
Cooper, you scumbag! Why did you hit Johnson, huh? He said what about your mother? There's probably some truth in it. And it's about time you learned to think, instead of resorting to violence all the time. You're pathetic, Cooper.
So you can go look at this guy. See what he has on him. So he has some bullets, and in here he has a plastic phone. Which actually doesn't have any use. It's just to show that was the other guy's coat. You can go over here, look at this rubble again. But he's strong. He can move that shit. It's locked, so obviously you know what to do. You can use your bar again. Oops. Use the bar again.
Cooper, have you ever heard of a wedge, huh? Even if we had the biggest one in the world, we wouldn't be able to get it into your head. Ain't that right, scumbag?
So he uses a wedge instead to open it. Because of that memory. And then you're like, oh yeah, the guy's over here, duh. So you go up here. So you just
After
watch
cleansing my
this.
soul of lies of the malignant one, I have filled it with discernment and have reached a decision. The heretic Henry White shall be subjected to the judgment of God, and thereby shall be flung into the well of truth. If the rats, those diabolical beings that inhabit it, perceive traces of divine goodness in Henry White's soul, they will rise up against him, tearing into his mortal flesh with their nails and teeth until he bleeds to death. In this case, we will rejoice at having led the soul of a just man to heaven. But if on the contrary, Henry White is as diabolical as they are, they will treat him with respect. And in that case, I myself shall, with a single shot, send his abominable, detestable, and repugnant soul to hell. Nevertheless, before flinging him into the well, I shall grant him enough time to ask forgiveness of the High One and prepare his soul in peace. We pray silently for your poor soul, Henry White.
And that's religion in a nutshell for you. You can look at the guy. So you want to attack him, right? Can't. He has a gun. So I'll say, alright, you gotta do something else, obviously. So then you can go into this doorway. Figure out what the fuck it's up about. Some beeping. However, I did forget something. So let's back up. Remember, this button is useful. You see, oh, you could click this. So you're going to click it. Why not? Oops, missed it. It's a broken basketball hoop, yep. And you break it trying to use it. You're trying to slam dunk on it, even though it's about eye level. What a weird guy. So then it's just like, okay, you have no idea what to do here, probably. Cable you picked up needs something else to be of real use. So you go, okay, you can probably say, well, actually, the better way you do it, really, is you go, attach the cable to this, attach the cable to that, attach it to that, and here you get to what you want. So then you got this thing. And then it's just like, alright, let's use this on everything. Until, oh look! You can use it on that. Except you break it. So what's over here? Well, you got a gun. You got a door that you could move about. That's how you're gonna get back around? Well, look at this. It's a bar. It's a master beam, so it's pretty safe, but you can't reach it. So, you use your door. Because that's real safe. No, it's not. And you can leave. So then, okay, now you have a gun, right? So you can go and get them. I didn't load the gun last time I remember to. I wonder what happens if you try to do it without it being loaded. Oh, it tells you it's not loaded. Okay. So you got 6 shots. So you can just go out. Let's see. You can't shoot the gun away. You only have the option to shoot him.
Look all
Poor
of you
guy.
up on Henry White, the heretic who
Tread on holy ground because he is a scumbag, right, Cooper? Now, what are you gonna do for your friend? Take a piss in the well like a sissy boy? Or are you gonna act like a man for once? Come on, shoot, you guys.
Shot through the head.
You bastard!
Boris doesn't like that though. Doesn't matter though. He gets his ass kicked. Gun broke.
Henry? There aren't any rats.
So why aren't the rats attacking him?
They were laughing at us. At Henry White. What are we gonna do with them? Henry, you okay? We're not gonna burn these ones.
Yeah. So that's what's going on in this game. It's not really the actual story of the game though, sadly. It's just going around murdering hobos, sadly no. See, he's a zombie though somehow. Who knows how? I haven't got far enough to know how he's a zombie. I have no idea, like, what the fuck is half going on there. But now you're at present day, I think.
Mr. White, your 6 o'clock is here. It's John yesterday.
Thank you, Lori. My compliments to your stylist. Great suit.
I picked it out, Mr. White.
Ah, then my compliments to Human Resources for hiring you.
You hired me yourself, Mr. White.
Oh, I see. Tell him to come right in, please.
Mr. White will see you now, Mr. Yesterday.
Thank you.
Come over here, John. Have a look at this sunset. My advice to you is, if in your next life you come back as a filthy rich businessman, remember to get an office with a view like this. It's the only part that's really worth it in the end.
I can't even remember what I've done in this life, Mr. White.
Henry. Call me Henry. You used to call me that.
So who was yesterday? Well, that's what this game's about. Who is yesterday? And that whole thing I just showed you, it plays into the story, but it's not the story. However, like I said, I don't want to spoil anything later in the game past the intro. And anything more saying who yesterday is, so I don't want to spoil that for you. So I'll let you play for yourself if you want to figure that out. Until the next time, this has been WhyBeAre. I'll see ya.